East Bay Realtor Greg Brock here with your market report for June. Let's start with Richmond. The number of homes that sold in Richmond went down a little bit. 77 homes sold in May of 2023, 71 sold in May of 2024. That's consistent with there being fewer homes on the market, smaller inventory. Average days on market got better, however. Last May, it was 30 days on market to sell. This year, just 23 days, so a full week faster to sell on average. The high sale price is up from last year. It was $1,460,000 last year. This year was $2,500,000. It went up by over $1 million, the high sale. The low sale is about the same. It was $300,000 last year. This year, $270,000. The average sale price is up. Last year it was just $643,000 and change. This year it was $783,000. So that's quite a significant uptick, 22%. The average list price is up by over $150,000. It was $606,000 last year, and this year it's $766,000. That's a 26% increase in the list price in Richmond. So it means that people are putting their homes on the market for more money and selling them faster. The total volume of sales is up from last year. In May of 2023, the total sales volume was over 49 million. This year it was over 55 million, an increase of $6 million, up by 12%. So overall, what can we say about Richmond? The future is looking good. If we ever get lower interest rates, we may see more sellers putting their homes on the market, and that may mean that we'll see more volume. But I wonder whether prices will continue to increase in Richmond if there are more homes on the market. The next city I want to talk about is Berkeley sales. May of 2023, there were 63 that sold in Berkeley. This May, 70. It increased to 70 homes that sold. So that's an increase of 11%. The average days on market is about the same. It was 19 days last year and 18 days this year. The high sale is up. Last year it was 3.6 million and change. This year it's over $4.1 million, an increase of about 14%. The low sale is similar to what it was, 300 last year and 306,000 this year. The average sale price is up by about $100,000. Last year was $1,518,000 and change. This year was $1,654,000 and change. So an increase of 9%. Very nice. Average list price is also up by about $75,000 from 1.283 last year to $1,358,000 and change this year. So the volume of sales is also way up. It's up by about $20 million. Last year, the total sales was over 95 million. This year it was over 115 million, increased by 21%. So Berkeley is holding strong. Prices are up, and inventory is even up. So that's nice. We'll watch Berkeley. Next up is Oakland. Well, we saw the number of listings fall from 257 last May to just 224 this year. That's a drop of 33 listings. Oakland is the biggest market in the East Bay, and when it's off, it hurts. It's a 13% decrease. It's not the end of the world, but it sure would be nice to see that number going up rather than down. The average days on market got better. It was 31 days last May on average. This year, it was 26 days to sell, so that's a good sign. The high sale last year was $3.7 million. This year it was just under $5 million, an increase of almost $1.3 million. Average sale price increased, so it went from $1,037,000 last year to $1,142,000 this year. An increase of over $100,000. That's a very good sign. Even though the number of listings was down a little bit, the prices are strong and improving. The average list price also increased from $934,000 to over $1 million, $1,026,000, up by almost, over $90,000. The total volume of sales in Oakland decreased somewhat from 266 million to over 255 million, a decrease of over $10 million. So what can we say about Oakland? We can't quite say that as Oakland goes, so goes the East Bay, but on the other hand, it's pretty typical. Not as many listings as we would like, but prices holding strong, getting stronger, total volume of sales a little bit down. And that's your sales report for Oakland. Let's look at Piedmont. 12 homes sold last year in Piedmont and 12 homes sold in the same time period this year. The average days on market got 5 days faster. It took 17 days on average last year. This year it was just 12 days. The high sale dropped from $5.6 million to $4 million, a drop of $1.6 million. The low sale is also down. Last year it was $1.9 million. This year the low sale was just under $1.4 million. The average sale price last year was over $3 million. It was $3,113,000 and change. This year it dropped significantly. Average sale price was $2,624,000 and change. So that's a 16% drop. Now it could just be that fewer expensive homes came on the market flukily, but on the other hand, maybe it's significant. Maybe prices are actually down in Piedmont. The average list price dropped by about $800,000 from $2.9 million to over $2.1 million. And the total volume of sales in Piedmont is also down from over 37 million last year to over 31 million this year, a decrease of about 16%. But that is your Piedmont report. Next city up is El Cerrito. News is good in El Cerrito. The number of homes that sold last May was 17. And this May was 26. So that's up by 9 homes, and percentage-wise, it's a 53% increase. The average days on market got a little bit faster. It took 18 days on average last year. This year it's about 15. The high sale dropped from 2.2 million last year to over 1.8 million this year. The average sale price is also eased from over 1.2 million to over 1.1 million, a decrease of about $141,000. Average list price has dropped also from over $1,096,000 on average, to about $941,000 and change this year. But the total sales volume is up from over $21 million last year to over $29 million this year. So what can we say about El Cerrito? You could say it's got a booming market. Suddenly there's 26 listings on the market where last year there were just 17, and an additional $6 million in revenues. It's good. A little confusing that the average sale price is down. Does this mean that the prices are dropping for homes in El Cerrito? Hard to say. It could just be, again, that the lower priced homes came on the market. We will watch that and see. And that's your report for El Cerrito. Looking now at El Sobrante. What happened in El Sobrante is very good news. Only 6 homes sold last May, but this year at the same time we sold 13 homes. That's up by 117%. The average days on market, this is kind of flabbergasting. It was 65 days in May of 2023. This year, this May, it was just 15 days on average to sell. So that's really good. The high sale increased from $931,000 to over $1.2 million, an increase of over $300,000 for the high sale home. The low sale home is pretty comparable. It was $340,000 last year, and this May it was $325,000, so just down a little bit. Average sale price is up by around $50,000. Last May, the average sale price was $643,000 and change. This year, it was over $690,000. It's an increase of about 7%. The average list price has also increased by about $70,000 from over $600,000 to over $671,000. Total volume of sales is way up from 3.8 million last year to 8.9 million this year. So El Sobrante is on fire, according to these results. We'll see if this next month will hold true. And that's your report for El Sobrante. Your next report is Albany home sales for June. The number of homes that sold in Albany increased spectacularly from 5 last May to 14 this May. The average days on market dropped from 48, pretty high, to 28 days on average to sell. The high sale went from 1.2 million to 2.3 million, an increase of almost $1.1 million. The low sale dropped, however, from 500,000 to 395,000, off by 21%. Average sale price is way up from 885,000 last year to 1,173,000 this year. Big increase. Average list price is also really up from an average of $696,000 last year to $994,000 this year. That's an increase of almost $300,000. The total volume of sales is also way up from over $4 million to over $16 million, an increase of $12 million or 271% increase. So people really want to buy in Albany. Now, why is that? Well, Albany is really a nice neighborhood. It doesn't have a lot of highs and lows. It doesn't have a really impoverished part of town. It doesn't have a super luxury part of town. It's all kind of nice, and the homes are not super big, so maybe we're seeing that people are going into Albany more because they can afford it, and the problem is with Albany, it's hard to find a big house. And that's your report for Albany. Next up on the hit parade is Kensington. In Kensington, there were 8 homes that sold last May. This May, it dropped to just 6. The average days on market was 11 last year. This May, it went up to 14 days. The high sale in May of 2023 was over $3.1 million. This year, it was under $2 million, $1.8 million. So the high sale was off by over $1.3 million. The low sale increased slightly from $1,070,000 to $1,200,000. Average sale price decreased from $1,885,000 down to $1,576,000. That's a decrease of over $300,000, which shows that maybe home prices are down in Kensington, or maybe just the lower priced homes were the ones that happened to go on the market. The list price is also down from over $1,500,000 to over $1,200,000. And the total volume of sales also dropped from over $15 million to $9 million this year. It could just be one of those flukes in Kensington, or who knows, maybe the sky really is falling. I don't think so. I think Kensington is always going to be desirable, and it may just be that less expensive homes came on the market this month than they did a year ago. And that's your Kensington sales report. Let's look at Hayward. The number of homes sold is down from 105 homes sold last year to 91 sold this May. That's off by 13%. The average days on market got a little bit better. It took 19 days on average to sell last May, just 16 days this May. The high sale number is up from over 2.6 million to 2.9 million, increase of over $200,000. Low sale is also up from $350,000 to $385,000 in Hayward. The average sale price is up from $937,000 to $1,029,000, up by $91,000, the average sale price. The average list price is also up by about $80,000. Last year, the average list price was $898,000. This year, it was $978,000. The total volume of sales is down by about $5 million, from over $98 million last year to over $93 million this year. So what can we say about Hayward? It's the second biggest market in the East Bay, and when it's not strong, it's difficult for everybody. We look to the cities that have a lot of homes to lead the way in having the market rebound. We look to cities like Oakland and Hayward to lead the way in the rebound, and we're not seeing it yet. And that's your report for Hayward. Now let's look at all 9 cities in the East Bay. We're talking Richmond, Berkeley, Oakland, Piedmont, Albany, El Cerrito, El Sobrante, Kensington, and Hayward. Looking at all of the statistics for those 9 cities combined, what do we find comparing May of 2023 to May of 2024? Here's the answer. The number of homes that sold in those 9 cities dropped from 550 homes last year to 527 homes this year, a decrease of 4%. Not terribly significant. The average days on market got better, 27 days last year to 22 days this year, improvement of 19%. The high sale was down from over 5.6 million last year to just under 5 million this year. Low sale was also down from 260,000 last May to just under 190,000 this May. The average sale price, however, improved from $1,077,000 and change to $1,170,000 and change, an increase of about $92,000. The average list price is also up in about the same proportion. Last year, the average list price was $973,000. This year it was $1,042,000 for May. The total volume of sales is off by about $24 million from $592 million last year to $616 million this year. It's a decrease of about 4%. So the trends that we're seeing generally in these cities are borne out by the consolidated numbers. Really not as many homes coming on the market, and the average days on market is better. The high sale and low sale are a little bit down, and the average sale price and list price are a little bit up. We're waiting for the rebound to happen and see a lot more activity, but we're not seeing it yet. And that is your sales report for June. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.